Hey leaders, how are we all doing? I am so excited to be here again. You know, 6.5 years I've been in this business, and I'm probably even more excited now than the day that I joined, because last night I attended the business presentation with Jane and Adam, and I hardly slept a wink. You know, I have so much fun in this business. And what I'm here to talk to you about is a word that probably doesn't make you think about fun. It's a word that maybe could make you a bit apprehensive. I mean, who gets excited about compliance, right? Well, there is a lady here today that does. So what is compliance? Compliance, for me, it's all about taking responsibility. As the leaders in this room, the whole of the forever world is watching you. You are the guys that set the standard for this company. You are the guys that need to be doing things right whilst having the most amount of fun, so that we can continue to have fun and build this fantastic business for years to come. You know, Aidan said to me backstage, and you need to look, you know, we need people to look at compliance as they look at flying a kite. We need to hold on to it, but don't restrict it. Because if we use compliance to restrict us, we'll never soar. And we all want to soar like eagles, right? Great. So I'm going to introduce to you someone who has been by my side as my best friend for 27 years. But where we used to talk about makeup and boys and discos, and then we went on to talk about husbands and babies and houses. For the past 3.5 years, we've been talking about aloe vera, compliance, and company policy. Because we really embrace the company policy. And this lady, who is a soaring manager in my team, is probably one of the people that I would consider to be a compliance queen, if you like, because she really knows how to strip compliance down and make it simple. And that's what she's here to teach you guys today. So get those pens out, get the pads out, because it's really important, because we want you to leave here today understanding compliance and knowing how you can integrate it into your business and continue to grow. We ready? Okay, I'm so proud and over the moon to introduce soaring manager, my best friend, Louise Barnacle.
Hi, good morning, everybody. It's my absolute pleasure to speak to you about compliance. As Ange said, we're a bit geeky about it, and our conversations are all about company policy these days. So, not all compliant behavior is written in company policy or in a governing website. So compliance actually sits in alignment with our ethics and our values. Now, we're all leaders in this room, and compliance being adhered to by ourselves and for our teams is our responsibility. Ange always describes Forever as a monkey see, monkey do business. So it's so important that we adhere to the policy and also just show our teams. If we say or post something that isn't compliant on our social media, then obviously it looks that it's okay for our teams to copy. So it's totally our responsibility as leaders. So as Ange said, we want to keep this light-hearted for you, and we don't want compliance to obstruct you. So allow me to share with you just one case scenario which just highlights the importance of it. Back in 2014, it was mentioned by one of the Forever countries that drinking the drinking gel could actually help with a medical condition. And because of that, it was actually taken off the market in that country. Can you just imagine for 1 second how devastating that would be to our businesses to have drinking gel taken away from us? So as we said, well, I'm not here to scare you at all, but it's just to reiterate the importance of us showing our teams what to do. So don't turn, we say in the UK, don't turn a blind eye. So don't look the other way when you may see a post. It's okay to just say to somebody, you know, that's not the right thing to do. Let me show you how to work and how to reframe that post. So when somebody does post something that's maybe not right, it obviously, we can see it may be selling them some products, but the long-term effects of your business, if you do look the other way, can obviously be catastrophic. So what to avoid? A medical claim is any statement or image which suggests that a product can be used to treat, prevent, or reduce disease. A nutritional claim is a statement or image which suggests that a food has a particular benefit or nutritional benefits. We're a health and wellness company, not a sickness company. And I think that's the easiest way to think about when you're making a post, is just not to relate to anything sickness-wise. So similar to making medical claims, we also need to be very careful not to make income claims. We all know here that Forever is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We want people to join their business. We want them to build a great business on solid foundations. And it's hard work. You know, it's like any other business. So we don't want to be making claims to people looking at the business that it's fast and it's quick money. We want them to know that it takes time and it takes commitment. Suggestions of high incomes when you're speaking to prospects will only then make them disappointed when they're not earning the money very quickly. So it's really important not to bend the rules on these. So Ange did a fantastic training slot. She actually spoke about this, fake it till you make it saying, and you can actually watch her training from last year's Global Rally on the Forever Vimeo channel. So I'm not going to completely go over it again, but I was just asked to touch on it today. What we imagine most of our managers are unaware of is actually still this saying of fake it till you make it is still being taken very literal by people on social media. People may be sharing fake lifestyle posts, photographs with cars that they don't necessarily own yet. So we just need to be careful of that too. So what can we encourage our teams to follow? It all goes back to what I said at the beginning. So we need to behave like leaders and adhere to all of the guidelines so that our teams can copy us. There are a few other things that we can do as well. So I'm just going to give you some examples. It's really important to look at your own country. These are UK-led examples for you. So if you have a Facebook team page, have a welcome part at the beginning, something in the description of the team page, which just helps people adhere to some compliance rules. I'll read ours out, but like I said, please do check with your country as to what is best for you to put. On my page, it says, welcome to the team. Please note that you cannot ask on this page any medical-related questions. If any are posted, these will be deleted due to us following strict compliance guidelines. Now, just remember what Ange said, we don't want to scare people, but we do need to have a method of stopping these posts from filtering through our pages. If you have any medical-related questions, please telephone your doctor. If your clients have any medical issues, please also refer them to their doctor. It's not our job to give medical advice. And we also strongly advise that you attend company trainings to improve your knowledge. So you may have fit or clean 9 groups. Does everybody in the room have a similar group for their customers and their teams? Okay, so again, as leaders, we need to keep control of what's posted in these type of groups. So here's a statement that, again, that I use in the UK, but the countries do differ. It says in my group, FBOs are not allowed to post any weight loss or inch loss within these secret private groups. Clients are allowed to post their weight loss and inch loss, but they must not tag or thank the FBO in the post. We're not allowed to profit from somebody recommending a product and giving a medical claim. FBOs and clients are permitted to post before and after pictures on their walls and in their secret groups. again, no medical claims can be made by the FBOs. So again, like I keep saying, please do check that with your country. Vocabulary. Again, this is for the UK, so please take a photo, but do double check with your country. As leaders, we need to be using the correct vocabulary. Now, we've said it's very light-hearted. We don't need to worry about what we're saying if we just have a simple list to follow. So I don't get all worried when I make a post. I just use certain words. We can easily avoid medical claims just by using a different sentence. Now I'm going to hand you back to Ange to finish.
Thanks, Lou. So I learned a lot there myself, actually. And I think what's important to note is, as Louise said, it's easy to avoid making medical claims, or it's easy to avoid breaking compliance if you just know how. And I think it's important to take a little bit of time to learn, not just about the compliance in your countries, but for example, we all want to build big global businesses, right? So for example, if you're here, you're sitting in the room today from Japan, and you want to build a business in Dubai, then you need to be aware of the compliance rules in Dubai as well. And I always, this is something that I think to myself, what would Rex think? We are our own bosses. We're very lucky to be independent. However, I like to follow the lead of our fantastic company owner and founder, Rex. And, compliance is about doing the right thing. Compliance is something that, being compliant is something that Rex has been for 40 years. And look how successful he has been. Compliance will not reduce your business. It will strengthen your business. It will strengthen your income. It will protect it. It will ensure the success of us for another 40 years and beyond. So when you're starting your new starters off, make sure that you're passing on the knowledge of your country's compliance or their country's compliance to them, and taking responsibility for monitoring that in a polite and fun way within your teams and your cross lines. And don't be afraid to ask for help. That's how Louise became such an expert in this subject, because she wanted to understand it, because she knew the importance of getting it right, and she didn't want to feel that she was restricting that kite. She wanted it to soar. So she spent some time asking the right questions from the local head office where she works, in the country she works in. So you need to do the same, because your head office is there to support you. They're the people that know this, so keep in touch with them, ask the right questions, and make sure you get this right. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready to rally. I'm getting ready to soar. Thank you for listening to us. I'm Ange Loughran. This is Louise Barnacle, and we are forever proud.